Remember when you're in the mall or a store and your mom and dad says, "I'll be right back. Just stay here." And you hope that they would come back. Let's talk about that.
Wow.
Frankie, 5 minutes with Frankie, 5 minutes with him to talk about the Lord.
Yeah.
Good morning, beautiful people. It is 6:30 in the morning on Thursday. One day before Friday. Anyway, Thursday gets a bad rap. So, in the mall, I used to hide in those clothes racks that were round.
No doubt you did.
And I would stay there, and my mom would have to find me. Or my dad. Or the best thing that broke me of that is when my mom and dad, they knew I was in this particular place, and they were loud, and I was like, oh, why are they loud? So I could hear it. And they said, well, I guess we're leaving. And they literally left the mall. Well, they didn't really, because they just drove around for like 20 minutes. And I was like lost. I was like in a panic. I was gone out of my mind. And that's the last time I did it. And they came back for me.
Oh, wow.
Other times, hey, Katie, have your mom and dad ever said, I'll be back, just wait here?
I can't think of anything. I remember
Even
once,
in your house? Like, just stay in your bedroom, we'll be right back.
I don't think so.
Wow, you have no memory.
No, but I do remember one time where Sarah ran, and this is when we were like, she was like 11 or 12. She went to the grocery store to grab something, and Mom and Becky were in the car. I wasn't there, but I love this story. And Mom comes out, gets in the car. Becky and Mom pull off, and Becky's waving at Sarah as she's standing on the curb. And Becky's like, "See you, Sarah."
Oh my goodness.
And Mom, she did come back at some point. Oh, and there was, well, no, I won't tell that next story.
The cool thing about hiding in the mall, especially Boscov's, because my family always went to Boscov's.
Well, you can see the
yeah, there's a mirror. I didn't even know that my mom and dad were looking, and they could just see right down where I am at, because I had,
all over the ceiling. What? That was like a total 80s.
Oh, wow. So,
is there a point to this?
There is a point. I always have a point.
Okay.
It's just weird how I get around to it.
That's true.
Kombucha, not a sponsor. So, again, one of the positive things that my mom and dad left me at was camp. I've done 126 weeks of camp. Either I've been at camp or I've been in charge of camp, and I love Christian camp. I just absolutely love it. And they dropped me off, Sunday afternoon after church. I was all nervous and stuff, but by Friday,
you didn't want to leave.
I didn't want to leave. And then Saturday came, and I was just bawling my eyes out. But I knew they were coming back, but really, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I was having a blast. I was like, there is no way they're coming back. Maybe God will come back and then I won't have to leave. And then I knew Friday, I was like a little bit bummed on Friday. And Saturday, I knew if I get up, they're coming.
I have a camp story.
Go ahead.
I was at Girl Scout camp. This is when we still lived in Virginia. I was like first grade. My parents dropped me off at this random Girl Scout camp. They didn't let parents even come in. They dropped you at the gate. And we had this, there was a forest fire the week I was there.
Oh my goodness.
I can vividly remember fire trucks coming. We were all wrapped up in blankets out in the thing. Never even, I don't think they told parents, because my parents never knew about it until they picked me up on Saturday and was like, how was your week? I was like, well, there was a fire. So, yeah, but they did.
Your mom and dad like to do that, because you got dropped off at college, just dropped off. And they left. They're done.
Yeah.
Anyway,
but they did come back. I knew they would.
So, the whole point is, our Father,
He's coming back,
has gone to heaven. Like our Jesus, God, the Holy Spirit, they live in heaven, and they live in our hearts with the Holy Spirit. But he said this in John 14:3, and I think this is great that John wrote this down. He said this, "And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come back and take you to be with me, that you also may be where I am." So the cool thing is, God is coming back. I mean, it is 100% true that God's coming back. And so we anticipate that. Now, some Christians will be like, well, I think, maybe I don't want to go right now. And other Christians be like, yes, just get me out of this crazy world. But even if you think both of those thoughts, he's still going to come back. Now, I wish we would stop guessing the date, because he's not coming back on that date, because he says nobody knows that date. So stop guessing. Just be prepared, and God will come back. So I think this gives us great hope that God is preparing a place for us, and he will come back. And we will have joy and a new heaven and a new earth, and beyond anything that we can even conceive as a human. So I just want to encourage you to think of that God is coming back, that we will go with him, and it will be magnificent. And until then, we serve God and we serve others. I love you. Jesus loves you too. You have a great Thursday. Bye-bye now.